Good morning, David.
Good morning.
And good morning, everyone in Facebook, Insta, YouTube land. We are streaming. It is 10:33 on May Day, Beltane 2020. So, um, Beltane, May Day, of course. We're paying attention, giving a little love to our workers today around the world. So big ups to that. Thank you to all the people who are out there working at this time, making some semblance of normal life still possible. Like we can get food and stuff, I mean, and that's good. So thank you all for that. And for me, for our practice today, being a witchy one, it's Beltane. This is the midpoint between spring equinox and summer solstice. So the light is coming towards its fullest, which it is at solstice, and then it starts getting less after that. So right now we're really celebrating that burgeoning light and the moving into summer. I know that can be hard to hear when we've been locked up all spring, and we can go outside and play. So I encourage you to go outside and play today, to hug some trees, pick some flowers, put them in your hair, and just really enjoy the beauty of nature today. We will practice and play with brightening up our own inner sun today and celebrating the abundant garden of our bodies. I see you looking suspiciously behind me. I'm like, what's going on back there? More creatures. We live in a wild world. All right. Well, welcome, welcome here. We're going to do some breath practices, core work, and heart opening. Everyone's joining a little bit in my communication realms over here, a little bit after beginning. So if you do have things that you're really hoping to get out of practice today, feel free to type them in the chat. I will peep that before we move to the mat. At first, just have a comfortable seat. So probably lift your hips up a little bit so you can be comfortable in a seat for a bit as we begin some breath practices. So we'll really get into that fiery nature of spring into summer today, do some internal cleansing, and then some bigger opening with also some steady heat building holds for core work and just for keeping that steady groundedness even as we open up a little more through heart, mind, the fires of life. The fires of Beltane. It's a very sexy, sensual, playful, creative day. We're invited to just get a little loose here. So I'm going to invite you into that. And let me just give a disclaimer here as well. As we move into bigger, fiery practices, if that's not for you, please slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. You can hold any pose anywhere and just come back to long, deep, slow breaths. I want you to firstly feel breathful and present with yourself in this moment. If you're like wondering when it's going to end, or you're nodding out, or you're really struggling with holding something that is also making you hold your breath, stop everything else or just pull back to where you need to be breathful. Let the breath be primary here. And so we begin with the breath. Take any movements or props that you need to be comfortable. As you feel comfortable to, close your eyes. Slide the hands back slightly on your thighs and press down into your thighs. Get that rooting energy like a plant. Feel how the more you press down through legs and sits bones, the more you lift and blossom, if you will imagine into that. The lift and blossoming of your heart, the lift and blossoming of the crown of your head, opening to the light of spring, turning towards summer. opening to the light of your full expressive creativity and sensuality, even or especially with constraints. Often constraints will make creativity even more brilliant. So see how you can dance with your constraints today to find even more creativity in your self-expression. Begin to deepen and lengthen your breath. Ujjayi breath, if you will. Slight closure in the back of the nose and throat so you hear the breath. You warm the breath as it enters, and we welcome the breath like the breath of spring itself. If you will, imagine each of these breaths of spring lighting up the sun of your heart, the center, the solar system of the universe of your body. Let each inhale light that sun heart up and shine it out through your body mind. If you will, imagine that sun dispelling any cloudiness or fog. If you will, imagine that sun nourishing the seeds of your intention, of your ideas, of your new beginnings, of your healing, your rebirth, as all of us connected to this earth at this time are also in a cycle of rebirth. And as we've been talking about, that can be messy, it can be painful, there can be loss and apparent destruction. And if you will, imagine into that in a different way, if you will, reframe maybe some of that loss and destruction, like the caterpillar and all the soup it turns into as those imaginal cells get triggered and it becomes a butterfly. Like the seed, all shiny and smooth and perfect, how it must be destroyed and cracked open, and all the spoils come out from inside of it to become a different creature. How is that for you? What maybe feels like it's falling apart or being lost or getting destroyed right now? How can we remember or reframe that, even if just for amusement or wonder for a moment? And to seeing the new, the birthing, the healing, the becoming, the transmutation from one form into the next. Long, slow breaths, ujjayi in the nose. Out your mouth. Make your exhale warm too, like you're steaming up a mirror or a window. That slight closure in the back of the throat, but a soft jaw. Inhaling through the nose, ujjayi. Exhaling, soft jaw with that slight contraction and the warmth in the throat. You, a clear channel for life, welcoming in the sun of the sky, igniting the sun of your heart, shining the bright yes of your life out into the world. What is your offering today? What is your yes to life today? As you breathe the light of your heart, begin to imagine into that. Imagine this light suffused with your yes to life, with the energy of your offering, with how you would choose to show up, no matter what happens or doesn't. See it, breathe it above the energy of your heart. I am. I am courageous, expansive love. I am vibrant creativity. I am trust, I am healing, I am strength, I am joy. Make it yours, see it, repeat it, breathe it with those hot breaths. Yes, it's a bit like Darth Vader. Keep it going. Feel that sun of your life force brightening, shining out, each and every cell reverberating with your yes to life. No matter what happens or doesn't, how would you choose to show up? See it, breathe it. A few more. Keep your shoulders, your jaw, your tongue, your eyes as relaxed as you can. Stretch out or shake out or adjust to your seat as needed. We're going to be here for a couple rounds of Kapalabhati, so a few more minutes. Again, breathe into the sun of your heart. Exhale your breath out. Kapalabhati is skull shining breath, or short, rapid breaths from the diaphragm through the nose. Every exhale, pelvic floor flies up, navel flies up. We're pumping that breath from the root of the kundalini, spiraling up through the body and shining out through the crown of the head. The inhale will just happen naturally. Force the exhale out. If you are on a heavy day of your moon, pregnant, or have high blood pressure, please let that exhale be a little less forceful, a little slower, a little more mellow. Really listen in, feel what's right for you. As you're ready, exhale and empty. Inhale about 2/3, and we'll begin for about 50, holding out at the end. Slow them down for 3, lengthen them out for 2, lengthen it all the way out as completely as you can. Empty, empty, lift the pelvic floor, lift the navel, drop your chin, hold around the emptiness. Soften that hold. Hold out as long as you comfortably can. When you need to release your binds, let the breath flow back in. Let yourself be breathed, no efforting. Continuing on with our fiery spring cleaning breath here. One more round. This time we'll hold the breath in at the end, pelvic floor up, chin dropped, no efforting around the navel. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale about 2/3. Keep the jaw and the face, shoulders soft. Slow them down for 3, exhale, and 2, extend the breath out, and 1, breath all the way out, empty, and inhale, fill up. Lift the pelvic floor, navel stays relaxed, chin drops. Hold around the fullness. Relax your shoulders. Soften around the fullness. Hold as long as you're comfortable to. When you need to release, release the binds, and as slow as you can, let the breath leak out and soften. Eyes, jaw, tongue, shoulders, spine, hips, low back. Take your time with this cycle. Let the inhale come back as it will, and simply observe. Life, lifing itself to you, through you, as you. Trust this flow of life coming in and out of form. Life always wanting the best for itself. Beneficence flowing constantly to us, through us, as us. Breathe your blossoming, your yes, your offering. Exhale and touch the earth, ground down. Remember your roots, all that has brought you here on your path, your ancestors, all that has come before us all on this path, our teachers, gurus, and lineages, honoring that fecund, verdant earth beneath us that holds and nourishes us as part of ourselves, this body of earth. May we be where we need to be at today, moment to moment, to be present and care for this body-mind. Follow your next inhale and open wide. Gather up to the sky and bring the palms together overhead. Draw that sky energy down, the sun down to the crown of your head. May we awaken to our oneness, our interconnectedness. Hands to the third eye center. May we see clearly, knowing beyond words. Hands to the mouth. May we speak our truth. May we sing our songs. May we express ourselves fully. Hands to the heart. May we be present for whatever arises, with courage, with kindness, with our intentions. Breathe your intention. How would you choose to show up today, no matter what? Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes, if you will, with me, plugging consciously into that vibration of consciousness, the ground of being, the energy of just all that we are awaiting. Exhale and empty, inhaling to that 3 rounds of Om. And if you will, press into your pinkies and your thumbs. Blossom your fingers open, lotus mudra. Imagine into that lotus of your heart and your mind also blossoming open to the light of the sky in this burgeoning spring, summer. At this time, hring, hring, hring. With the ha at the beginning and that ng at the end. The lips don't close, vibrating in the cavity of the skull. Here we go. Exhale, empty. Inhale your heart's yes. If you will, inhale that lotus heart, the lotus of your hands, and reach and rise it up above your head and flow it down to the earth. So first opening wide, blossoming it out big all around you and grounding down to the earth. All right, kids, let's come on to the back body. We will play with some core work, a little more cleansing breath here, and some heart opening, warming up in an easy way, building up our levels of intensity as we go. So as needed at any point, please pull back to take care of yourself. Thank you very much. All right, as you come to lay down, hug into your knees. And let's draw some circles around the low back. Breathe that back body. Get a nice sense of grounding here, of being held by the earth, of your spine, and those continued long, deep breaths lighting up your heart, flowing through the clear channel of your body. Let's take the knees in separate circles, draw them wide and back together. Soft jaw. Switch directions. And then let's extend the arms overhead and the legs out and give a little wiggle side to side. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes, big bright side body breaths. Let's go a little deeper into the side bodies here. Bring your legs over to the left, right ankle over your left. Take hold of the right wrist and lean up and over on the floor here to your left. Inhale, one more big breath here. As you exhale, come on through center and over to your other side. Cross the left ankle over your right, legs over to your right. Take hold of that left wrist and lift up and over on the floor, leaning towards your right. Breathe into that left side body. Good morning, body. Last big inhale there. Exhale back to center. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. And exhale. A couple options here. You can either hook your thumbs, squeeze the shoulders, and use your exhale to lift the shoulders and the heels, or you're welcome to have the arms alongside of you, hold the legs or the earth. One heel could be up, one heel could be down, and or whatever's right for you. So as you're ready, any variation of a low boat. Kapalabhati optional. Keep going for 15. Pull the feet in, bridge up, interlace the fingers behind you, squeeze the palms together, shoulders on the back. And hug the legs in so the knees don't get wider than the hip points. Squeeze your booty, lift your hips, lift your heart, lift your chin. Oh, big breaths in the nose, wide across the wings of your heart. Breathe your heart's yes. I am. So it is. Simply breathful here, or if you'd like, join me in a long just like an om, but try to sing down into your heart. Try to vibrate that heart. Again, imagine shining up that jewel of your heart, shining it out into the world. Exhale, empty. Inhale, big heart breath. Big inhale, puff it up. Exhale and ripple it on down. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Reach through your feet and exhale, swoop on up. Big boat options, hands on the floor, hands on your legs. Try to get on the front edge of the sit bones as much as you can there. Any variations, arms out in front of you or up if you can keep that lower back lifted, heart lifted. Deep full breaths here. Simply hold steady or Kapalabhati. Down to the ground and up into bridge. Clasp your hands, squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, lift your heart, lift the chin away from the chest. You're really making a strong neck curve there. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart. Repeat your heart's yes. I am. So it is. Simply breathful here, or join me two long ahs. Big inhale, lift it up. Exhale and ripple it down. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Reach through your toes. Yogi's choice. You can just come back to your little boat or back up to your big boat. You could stay up in your big boat, or maybe as you breathe, your little ballet dancer with the legs there, crossing the legs over with your toes pointed, lowering down and coming up. With or without Kapalabhati, what's right for you? Back down to the ground, bridge it on up, work that back body into the earth, root down and blossom your hips, your heart, your face, your brain, all of it to the sky. Deep full breaths here, again simply breathful, or three long ahs, singing down into your heart. Last big inhale as you exhale, ripple on down to the earth. Step your feet as wide as your mat, knees bent, and inhale. Reach the arms up overhead, exhale, knees through center. Inhale, stretch it to the other side. If you want to pause and hold on the sides, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stretch it out, getting those side bodies bright. We're not gonna do all the usual sequence that I often do here for those kids who know me well. All right, last breath or two. Of course, stay longer if you're doing any holds that need a little more attention. Otherwise, as you're ready, join us in center here with the ankles crossed and begin a little rock and roll forward and back. Maybe you come up to balance on your sits bones, pull into your knees, lift your heart. Maybe you come up to balance on your shoulders, stretch up to the sky through the legs. Just for fun, a few more. Maybe next time you roll through, all the way through, over, hand the feet onto hands and knees. Take your time, come to hands and knees as you like. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread those fingers wide, hands like brilliant sunshines. Claw the earth, root down. Inhale, pull the shoulders down the back, heart forward. Exhale as you press into earth, maybe some lion's breath here. Curl in. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, purge, clear out. 2 more. Stay rounded, push the earth away, breathe into the space behind the heart. Imagine behind your heart still that same bright sunshine shining out through your back body, through your past. And then squeeze right ear, hip, shoulder together, open up into cow. Squeeze left ear, hip, shoulder together, lift the navel and round through cat. With your breath, big circles through cow and cat. Take your time at the bottom, switch directions. Take your time the next time that you get to the bottom, soften the heart, strong hands, turn your toes under, inhale up and back, downward dog. Bend one knee deeply as you pull back from your hips and root that other heel as much as you can, maybe even lift the toes, and then switch legs, and switch, and switch. Pull back, find center. Inhale, lengthen, really engage the core and step your big toes to touch. Inhale, keep pulling back from the core and pivot. Knees and toes to point to one side, bend deep into the knees, pull your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, straighten the legs out through center. Exhale, pivot and twist, other side. Follow your breath, side to side. And the next time you roll over to your side that it's easiest to see your camera on, roll on over into side plank. Vashisthasana. Bottom hand a little bit forward of the shoulder. Push through your feet as you stack them up. Try to root the feet towards the earth. Bottom shin could be down, top foot could be down, bottom hand could be up, top leg could be up. Breathe that bright sun of your body, shine it out. You can go more. Inhale, stretch it out. And come on back, downward dog. Pull back from your core, step your big toes to touch, and pivot. A dancing dog. As you're ready, your second side, roll it on over. Again, you want to make sure that hand's a little forward of the shoulder. Scoop that shoulder down. Push through your feet. Lengthen tailbone, lift navel. Modify as you need to, bottom shin or foot, forearm, all that. Anything could be on the floor, or shine it out. Lift that top leg up. Lift your heart. Slide your ears back over your shoulders. Deep, full breaths. Next, inhale, reach it forward, come on back. Pull back from the core, down dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend deep into your knees. Pull your hips back to your heels. Inhale, lift from the navel, ripple forward plank. Inhale, exhale if you need to. Lower the knees back to child's. Follow any inhale to lift up and ripple through down dog to plank. Otherwise, moving from your core, nice and strong. Waves of breath, waves of spine, warming up the legs. 3 more. And then pull back from the hips, inhale. As you exhale, empty of breath, get ready, and empty of breath, hopper step forward. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, sink into your seat. Open up. Exhale, low in your seat. Inhale, press and rise, standing back bend, heart to the sky. Breathe your yes in here. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, so you're in a right leg lunge. Low lunge at first, find your alignment, heel directly under the knee. When you're ready, hug in and rise up. Bring your hands to your hips. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Square those hips up. Breathe a lift of your heart. Lengthen your spine in both directions. Keep that hug into core and long spine. You could stay right here. You could bring the arms up. You could hook the arms, meaning hooking the thumbs, or clasp the hands and pull. Hold steady if that's what you need right now, or 5 breaths. Inhale, any edge of back bend. Exhale, and brush your wingtips on the earth. Let your breath lead. 4 more. Next, exhale, fly hands to the earth. Inhale, pick that front foot up. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Step back plank. Inhale, strong core plank. 3 breaths. Lower the knees if you need to. Next, exhale, shift forward and lower slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To your belly. Make your toes point straight back. Strong legs. Push into your pubic bone. Pull with your hands, elbows, and shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Open the heart. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth. Breathe your heart's yes. Hold 3 more breaths, or drag yourself forward on the exhale, lower down. On the inhale, pull elbows and shoulders back, lift up. Exhale, lengthen forward and down. 2 more cycles of breath. Back into child's pose. Inhale and stretch it out. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Inhale and stretch your dog back. Exhale, bend deep into your knees. Empty of breath, hopper step forward. Inhale, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, open to the sky. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, right foot back, left leg lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together, hug into your core. Hands to hips. Square your hips up. Press your hips down. And lift and lengthen up out of the waist. Work the elbows and shoulders on the back. Stay there, breathful, or arms to the sky. Again, you could hook your thumbs and clasp your hands and pull everything to center. As you squeeze the shoulders, lift your heart, stay breathful here. Or inhale any edge of back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Brush your wingtips on the earth, fly it back up with your inhale. 4 more. Last one. Take your time, fly the arms down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pick that front foot up and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step back, plank. Inhale, strong core plank, long spine. Holding steady. Lengthen the breath out. 2 more. Ujjayi in the nose. Strong. Exhale, lower to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Squeeze your shoulders on the back. Press into your legs, lift your heart. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth. 2 or 3 more breaths. Breathe and repeat your intention. Feel yourself in alignment with the season, with this rebirth, with a brilliant time of healing and growth. Inhale here, exhale, move back through child's pose or down dog. It's up to you. Deep full breaths. Wherever you're at, pause 2 or 3 breaths. Inhale and stretch back down dog. Exhale, bend deep into your knees and hop or step forward. Inhale, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink it low. And keep sinking it low. And keep sinking it low. If you need to, touch your hands to the earth. Come down to your seat. Boat. Any variation of boat. Adding the breath or just holding steady. 4 more long breaths. Or a whole bunch of Kapalabhati. Last cycle of breath. Follow the end of your next exhale to cross your ankles. Roll through to plank. Move through your vinyasa. And down dog. As you're ready in down dog, pull up and back from that right foot. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Press your hip open. Stay there in the press open or big hip circles. Switch directions. Inhale that right leg to the sky. Exhale, foot forward between the hands. Inhale, hug in, rise up, high lunge. Hands could be clasped, hooked, or at your hips. Inhale and stretch out. As you exhale, we're coming into warrior 3. So whatever arms support you in that. Pull into the core. Level your hips out. As much as you can, press through your heel and the crown of your head. Level the back body out. Last inhale here. As you exhale, step the feet together. Sink into your seat, swoop the fingertips, open up, Utkatasana. Exhale low in your seat. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Open up. And sink low in your seat. Low, 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 low. Support yourself as you need it. Come on down to your booty. That was kind of a thunk here. And into boat, holding for 5. Any variations with breaths or variations of the pose. Last inhale as you exhale. Again, we're going to cross the ankles, roll on through, back to plank. Inhale, exhale to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale up dog or cobra. Exhale up and back, downward dog. Big breath in the nose, stretch it out and Hold steady as needed. When you're ready, left leg up and back to the sky. Pull up and back from that leg. Bend the knee, flex the foot, press your hip open. Breathe into that sensation. Stay there or big hip circles. Switch directions. Inhale, press open, reach to the sky. Exhale, foot forward between the hands. Inhale, find that alignment of your lunge down low. Hug in, rise up. When you're ready, find a high lunge. Find your breath fullness in high lunge. Stay there as you like, any variations with the arms. Once you're breathful here, big inhale. Let an exhale, pull the back foot up into your core and find your way into Warrior 3, second side, holding for 5. Last inhale as you exhale, feet together. Sink it in, swoop the fingers, open up, Utkatasana. Exhale, low in your seat. Inhale, press and rise, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkata. Exhale, sink low in the pose. And lower, and lower. Yep, same thing. Back down to your boat. I'm sure I'll do that more gracefully next time. Last 2 breaths here. And any exhale, cross the ankles, roll on through plank. Last big inhale in plank. Exhale, shift through, lower to the earth or chaturanga. Follow your breath. Inhale, up dog or cobra. 3 breaths. Follow any exhale, up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, hug in, rise up. Find your breath fullness. When you're ready, Warrior 3. Options, hold Warrior 3, 3 breaths, and then hold lunge, that high lunge again for 3 breaths, or inhale here, exhale, step back, high lunge. Inhale, stretch out, high lunge. Exhale, Warrior 3. Inhale, press through, lengthen it out. Exhale, step back, high lunge. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, Warrior 3. Inhale here, 1 more set. Warrior 3 to standing split. Bow in, hug into that front leg. Push the other foot up to the sky, relax your neck. Stay here or walk the hands forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull up from the core, light onto your tiptoes. Pull up from that top foot, squeeze the inner thighs. Little hops towards handstand. Maybe 3-legged vinyasa, flying back. Return to down dog or child's pose. Reset, 3 breaths. Last inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, bend deep into your knees and hop or step forward. Inhale at the front of the mat, half forward fold. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sink it in, Utkata. Open the heart, sink low to the earth. Let's keep going. Sink it low. Sing it low, 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 low. Bam. Better, yes, good. Breathe your boat. One more breath cycle. Follow the end of your exhale to cross the ankles. Roll on through plank. Big inhale here, exhale to the earth or chaturanga. Follow an inhale, up dog or cobra. Eenor's making himself laugh over there. Hopefully it's working for you too. Good music. Big hard breath. Up and back, down dog. Inhale, stretch it out. Rest longer as needed or catch up when you're ready. Second side, left leg to the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, foot forward. Hug and rise up, high lunge. Steady here. So you know where we're going now. We're going for that big heating pulsation between warrior 3 and high lunge. If you know that's not for you, take 4 or 5 breaths in each. Otherwise, as you're ready, any variation of the arms that you want to transition with, I encourage you to try that with a hook of the thumbs or a clasp of hands, stretching up out of that front hip. Squeeze the shoulders. Lift your heart upright. Inhale. As you exhale, warrior 3. Inhale there as you exhale back, high lunge. Inhale and stretch it out. Exhale, fly. Inhale, flight. Exhale, land. With your breath, inhale, stretch it out. 3 more sets. One last set. We're going to transition this one. Warrior 3, holding. As inspired, lower front body to the earth. Lift that back leg up. Hug into that front leg as you push up through the back leg. Relax your neck. Stay here, or again, walk the hands forward, 1.5 feet or 2. Inhale, and as you exhale, little lifts. Pull from that back foot, little hops. Squeeze those inner thighs. Use that exhale to light yourself up off the earth. Last breath or 2. Maybe fly back. 3-legged vinyasa. Rest. Down dog or child's pose. Simply breathful. If you don't want to rest, 5 more vinyasa. You choose. Recatch your breath. Down dog or child. Feel that heat and aliveness in your body, whether you're flowing or resting. Use your mind now along with your breath. Embrace that fullness. Alive. Fully alive in a body. All that life force energy, channel it to your heart's yes. See and breathe your heart's yes. I am. I am expansive love. I am courageous creativity. Whatever it is, breathe and repeat it. Simply breathful or ground yourself a bit more with Brahmari or bee's breath. 2 more rounds of breath. Exhale, empty. Inhale your back body. Drape on up. Pat your knees as you need to. Root your hips down. We're going Ustrasana. If you need a little more of a higher landing pad in the back, maybe toes under, heels up, you could always come back to your heels. To really work strong core and alignment in this pose, you might squeeze a block between your thighs. Really try to feel like you're spinning the block back the whole time, even as you lengthen, tailbone down, navel up, and shift the hips forward. Try not to let the block spin forward. So core energy supporting that to support the length of your spine. Lengthen your spine in both directions. Hands to your hips. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders on the back. Hands could stay there, they could return there, or inhale, right arm up. Lengthen that front body line. Welcome the sky into your heart. Again, hand could come back to hips or to the back heel. Inhale, left arm flows up, opening, welcoming that sky into your heart. Squeeze your shoulders. Puff up your chest. Big full breaths here in the nose. Out your mouth. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, come on back to stand on the knees. You'll put your block aside if you've got one. And let's bring the right leg out to the side. You could push into the outside of that foot or turn onto the heel, toes drawing back. And up and over with that left arm. Push into the bottom leg. Roll face chest to the sky. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Stay there, breathing side body, or inhale, arm vinyasa. Opening to sky, swooping down to earth. Big circles of breath. Big cycles of life. Welcoming the new. Giving back to the earth what we're done with. Inhaling, opening, welcoming. Exhaling, letting go. Spanda. So it is. All things coming into, flowing out of form. Take your time. The next time that you flow around, bring that right hand to your hip and your left hand a little forward of that shoulder onto the floor so that you can scoop that shoulder down, pull the back foot or the extended leg foot out into your core. Hug into the core so that everything's as light as it can be. Maybe you're even on your fingertips. Hold steady here or put a bow on it. Reach back for your ankle or foot and kick back. Squeeze the shoulders. Slide your ears back, puff up your heart, lift the corners of your mouth. Deep, full breaths. Slow and steady will unwind. Quarter moon, side stretch. Swooping through to child's pose or just to sit on your heels. You could be still in child's pose or sitting on the heels or big hip circles. Draw circles with the hips around your mat. Let it be really juicy and yummy. Feel that wash of the lower back. Just the way that bodies like to make circles. Dancing with the earth here. Next time you come to the back, switch directions. Last breath or so. When you're ready, we're coming back to stand on the knees again. Toes could be under or released. Knees padded as needed. And Ustrasana. Press your hips down. Lift and wiggle up out of the waist. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders on the back. Lengthen your spine in both directions as you press the hips forward. You could use your block again or imagine you've got your block. Keep squeezing onto it. Keep spinning it back. Lead with your opposite arm this time. Inhale, opening to the sky. Yes, to life, welcoming the sky down into your heart, opening. And land the hands where it's right for you. Work the shoulders together. Squeeze the glutes a bit. Lengthen tailbone, lift the navel. Breathe. A lift of your heart. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart to breathe and repeat your yes. Last big inhale there as you exhale, lift from the core. Come on up to stand on the knees. Support yourself as needed when you're ready. Left leg out to the side. Again, root into the outside of the foot or heel with the toes drawing back. Press your hips down, lift and lengthen up out of the waist. Let's slide it on over into that leg. Press and roll those left ribs face chest to the sky and reach from that right knee through your fingertips. Breathe. Side body, hold steady or arm vinyasa. Next time you flow through, all the way through, over to the right, just forward of that shoulder. Pull the left foot up into the core, scoop those shoulder blades down the back, hand to the hip or to the sky. Light as you can as everything hugs into center. Maybe you're on the bottom fingertips. Hold steady, deep full breaths. Stay as you like or put a bow on it. Reach for that ankle or foot and kick back, squeeze the shoulders. Breathe your heart bright. And slowly begin to unwind that leg out, arm out. Side body, stretch it out. And again, float around to the knees. Either rest sitting on the heels, Virasana, between the heels, or again, as you like, little or big circles with your hips from child's pose. Breathful. Let the breath lead the way, inhaling open, exhaling close. Take your time. The next time that you get to the back, switch directions. And take your time again. The next time that you come to the back, push your hips back. Breathe your back body. Inhale. Exhale, lift from the navel and roll on up. As long as there's nothing going on in your knees, lift your knees up so they're pretty tightly closed here and you're in a little tuck. Heels back, fingers forward. Breathe your back body. Lift your knees as high as you can up onto your triceps or shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hands as wide as the shoulders. Claw your fingertips and shift forward. Look forward. Pull one foot up, maybe both. Hug in. Strong core. Squeezing the knees. Even if you don't pick the feet up here, you could just squeeze the knees onto the triceps as you resist with your arms. And breathe that core work. Yeah, that laugh was you. What was that? Last couple breaths. Maybe you come out of this bird by sending your leg wings wide out to the side. Wide-legged stance. Heels in, toes out. Take a little swim in your hips for a moment. Relax your neck. Ronnie, we're gonna go Goddess Ha. So, you know, you can build to it. And take your time. The ones you feel pretty even side to side there. Come on up, heels in, toes out. Knees and toes point in the same direction. Bring your hands to your thighs above the knees. Press your thighs wide, stick your booty out, long spine. Inhale here as you exhale, press that left thigh away, pull your navel back. Squeeze your breath out. Inhale, open to center. Exhale, other side. Squeeze your breath out. Inhale, big in center. Exhale. Squeeze it out with your breath. Once more each side. Really empty. We're going to come into a little more strong breath practice here with the seat. So if at any point you need to mellow out, you can come back to those things that we just did, either the twists with the extended exhale or just a little swim in the hips, including a forward fold swim. So get mellow where you need to. Otherwise, I'm inviting you to get pretty big right now. Heels in, toes out, bend the knees. Sink down, adjust all your business as you need. Yes, I gotta fix myself first. Here we go. All right, inhaling the arms up. We're gonna exhale with a strong breath, kind of like a lion's breath, forcing the breath out of the bottom tips of the ribs and lungs to assist that fierceness here. I encourage the I love you mudra. We're gonna pull elbows down to the sides like so. Maybe you want to double time it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hands back to the thighs. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, open. Exhale, spiral. Moving with your breath, twice again each side. Come on up center, Devyasana, once you're even. Right elbow to that right thigh, left arm up and over. Inhale, stretch it out. Pull the breath into the bottom tip of that left lung for 3. Follow your breath up and over, other side. Back to center. Devyasana, sink it in, fierce exhale. Inhale, shine it out. Heels out, feet parallel, arms out. Pull the feet together, lift those arches, knees, quads, navel, hug those inner thighs. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Shine your heart out. Close your eyes or look softly into the distance. Keep hugging all muscles to bones, everything to midline. Breathe your heart's yes. Shine it out through your body, mind. Feel that star of your being, your yes to life. Last couple breaths here. Hold it, hug it, shine it. Last inhale. Follow your next exhale. Flow the arms down, interlace the hands behind you, squeeze the palms together. Shoulders on your back, puff up your heart bright. If you're so inspired to back bend there, go for it. Otherwise, last big breath or two in. Follow any exhale to lead with your heart. Strong legs, pull up from the legs and bow in. Squeeze the shoulders on the back, relax your neck. Give your head a little nod or roll around there. Let go. Please stay as you like with the arms or unwind the arms at any point. You could come to your hands or your forearms, rest your head on a block or rest your head on the floor. If you're so inspired towards a headstand, go for it for 5 breaths or so. Otherwise, begin to walk your feet as wide as you can. Wide, wide, wide as you can. Soften your jaw and breathe wide splits. Please stay with that as you like or are able at any point. Bring one hand behind you and bend that elbow like a fulcrum so that you can weight back onto it and shift back. Any way you get there, come on into a wide-legged seat. You may want to sit up on a blanket or some support here to get your hips higher. You might take hold of the flesh of your sit bones. Yep, that means grab your booty, put it back there so the sits bones, you're on the sits bones as much as you can, especially the more front edge of them. Draw the toes back, press down through your thighs, lift up. Stay here. Or as inspired, maybe slide one arm down one leg, grounding through that leg into a side bend. If you reach that other arm reaching away on the other leg, you get a nice neck shoulder stretch there if you're heavy in that right ear. Big breath in here, soft jaw. Stay with that as you like, or follow your breath to come through center. Slide the other arm down the other leg with a little pressure there, pushing in, and then reach that right arm over, heavy left ear. Big breaths in the nose and soft jaw. You could go that slowly side to side. You could keep the arms reaching away, get that neck shoulder release. Or if you'd like, you could reach that arm you're moving away from up and over, side bending. Play with it as you like. Breathing your hamstrings, your low back, your side bodies. You could stay up on the legs or slide that down inside the legs. Use the hand or elbow or forearm to press in and roll open. Stay there. You could pulse in and out of it, or hold your head, press back, reach through the elbow, or hold your foot. Breathe wherever your breathful edge is here. And if you're holding one side, we're about halfway, so hold the other side. If you're going side to side, well, that was halfway. So another 4 or 5 breaths, second side, or second half of your little flow. Please stay as you like, playing with the side to side, or give your booty a little wiggle there, a little squeeze, release of your glutes, kind of like a little twerking. It really can help release that connection of low back to hips. Maybe you come forward onto a block or a bolster or a pillow or a whole pile of things. Maybe sitting upright's best for you. You could push in behind you, bend the knees as needed. Most importantly, pelvic bowl is pouring forward, lower back is in, heart is lifted up, and where's your edge that the heart can lead to? Watch out for the head leading and how that makes the heart pull back. Let the heart lead. Let the heart lead. Let the heart lead. Deep, full breaths. Breathe your heart's yes. Imagine that light of your heart shining out through your body mind. Breathe your yes to life. Please stay as you like. Drape up slowly with any inhale. Maybe grab a hold of behind the knees so those muscles stay relaxed. Listen to your body. If there are any last bigger moves you want to take, I invite you to. Otherwise, I just want to invite you to a gentle twist here and a meditative seat. So any comfortable seat, cross-legged, or you could lay down for just a final twist. Press into the earth, lengthen your spine, inhale. As you exhale, squeeze low belly, low back together. Spiral deeply into your twist. What are you letting go here? What are you letting fall away to make room for the new, for what you're growing, for what you would choose to focus on? Please stay as you like, or second side. Rooting to rise, lengthen up. Inhale tall as you exhale, squeeze and spiral into your twist. Please stay as you like, or come back to center. Maybe pause in center, pressing hands forward, hips back, and bow in. Bow into yourself. Thank you, body. Thank yourself for taking yourself on this little adventure in the body today. Bow into the earth as you press the hips back. Let the head be heavy and the neck soft. Breathe your back body. Thank you, body. Thank you to all that has brought us here at this time. Honoring the processing, the grieving, the integration of new learning, new ways, new seeing. Stay with that as you like, or drape up slowly, lifting from your navel. Support your seat as needed. Close your eyes and turn inward for a breathful meditation. Continue with those long, slow breaths. In the nose, out the mouth. If you are so inspired, of course you're welcome to just melt down and rest in Shavasana, or final resting. You can do that at any point. Otherwise, I'm just going to lead us through a little bit of metta, or loving kindness, with breathfulness and simply mindful awareness. Breathe in your nose. Again, really imagine your breath like a great full embrace. A breathful embrace of all that you are. And let the essence of that hug, the energy of your practice, melt into your heart. Again, each inhale, gathering up all the energy of your practice, all the great potential of this day, this time, this life. Gather it up. Embrace the entirety of yourself with that. And as you exhale, let the pure energy of your practice melt into your heart, and breathe your heart's yes. Inhaling great, breathful embrace of all that you are, of the whole of your experience. Let all this energy sink into your heart. Breathe your heart's yes. I am. Breathing, I am courageous. Rippling out, may all beings remember their own courageous. Breathing in, I am creatively inspired. Rippling inspiration. Breathing in your innate joy, rippling back out the remembrance of all beings, innate joy. Breathing in unconditional loving awareness, rippling back out, may all beings know unconditional loving awareness. Breathe in, I am at peace. Breathing out, may all beings be at peace. Breathing in forgiveness for yourself, for those around you, for all beings. Breathing back out forgiveness, may all beings know forgiveness. Breathing back in the joy, the pleasure of being alive, delight in the senses. Breathing back out, imagining delight of the senses to all beings, blossoming gardens of yes. Continue with your own intentions, breathing in your yes, wishes for yourself or the world, breathing back out that yes for those around you and beyond. Imagine the garden of your heart blossoming, the garden of this earth blossoming. Sense the earth holding, nourishing you. Remember your body as part of this earth, healing, renewing, changing. Notice the sky breathing you. Life force lifing itself to you, through you, as you, delighting in this form, in this embodiment. Yes. Breathful yes at this opportunity to begin again to dance in this body today with all the wonders of life. And welcome that yes. Invite that breath of life to deepen and lengthen. Let the breath be as bright and full as it can. Again, lighting up the sun of your heart's yes. Imagine the sun of your heart shining out through the universe of your body. Each and every cell reverberating, vibrating with your yes to life. Breathe your heart's yes. I am. And wiggle and sparkle that out through your fingers and toes. And begin to spiral through your wrists and ankles as you stretch the arms long overhead. And breathe your full body bright. And follow any exhale to step your feet to the earth. If you're laying down, and roll to your right with your knees bent. Let that bottom arm be your pillow and just give yourself a little hug in there. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank yourself for showing up today, for all layers of being, with courage, with kindness. And as inspired, gently press into the earth and keep your neck soft, drape on back up to any easy seat. And take pause in your seat with eyes closed and awareness inward. Notice the aliveness and the spaciousness in your body. Touch your fingers down to the earth and ground down, giving thanks. Rippling our thanks back out through all time and space. All it took us to get here on our path, back to our ancestors, back to the ancestors of this practice in India. Follow any inhale and open the arms wide and gather up energetically the great sun of this burgeoning spring, summer, Beltane day, and draw that energy down to the crown of the head. May the light of this sun, may the light of our intellect awaken our remembrance of our interconnectedness, how everything that we say or do matters and affects one another in this planet. Hands to the third eye center, may we see clearly, knowing beyond words. Hands to the mouth, may we speak our truth, may we sing our songs. And hands to the heart, may we be present for whatever arises, with courage, with kindness, with our yes to life. Breathe your intention, your dedication, your yes. Breathe your heart's yes, if you will. Join me. One long Om, one long Hring, on 2 breaths. Exhale, empty. and bow into the light of your own heart, into that very same light within all beings. Namaste. And to the earth, the beautiful, fecund, verdant, burgeoning, blossoming, healing earth, thank you, thank you. Jai Ma, Jai Thank you, Eenor, for the music. That was really fun and lovely. Meow. Thank you all so much for practicing. Thank you for practicing with us. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments, or you want to get our newsletter with links to all our classes. We will be live streaming again tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. for kitten yoga. Roll around on the floor, kitty yoga. Just a silly Saturday morning cartoon version of yoga that we don't get very far off the earth with. So come play as you will. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your presence and connection. Ah, so many blessings. You can say hi by anything you like right now. Hi, puppy. Hi,
Thank you so
Sarah.
much,
Hi,
Lisa.
Satya. Thank you, David.
Take care.
You too. Blessings.
Shabbat shalom, happy Beltane.
Happy Beltane. Thank you. Mwah.